All right, so you and Abby decide to watch the stars. You stay and watch the meteor shower. After you point out the meteor shower to Abby, she tells you how much she loves shooting stars. Eventually, the two of you wind up in each other's arms all night long, pointing out constellations, the major constellations, and telling all the stories about all of them. And you talk for hours and hours all through the night. And eventually, it starts to get very cold outside. It's late and you're tired and you don't want to walk all the way back to town. It's a pretty far walk, so you just decide to build a small little fire and the two of you fall asleep. You believe that your parents are going to be understanding of why you're late if you explain everything to them. So eventually, you fall asleep together, keeping each other warm all through the night, and everything's perfect and everything. Um, and you fall asleep next to the fire perfectly warm, and you're both happy that you're together. So the next morning comes, and you and Abby wake up happily next to each other. However, when you get back home, you finally walk all the way home, your parents are not as understanding as you had expected. They were worried when you didn't come home for the night. They thought, maybe you had fallen into the river and had been swept away, never to be seen again. They didn't know what to really expect when you didn't come home because that's your rule. You're supposed to come home when the sun sets. But, they are extremely glad um, that you are alive and okay, although they are upset that you broke their rules and everything. So they say for this day, they don't want you to go out again. They just want you to stay at home um, because you disobeyed their rules. So you finally get back, right, and you're all tired from sleeping outside and for the past day. So you go to your room and you take a nap and you fall asleep for a few hours, and when you wake up you realize your dad has left to go to work. He's at the office doing his mayor stuff. So you look around for your mom and you realize that she is in bed also. She's asleep. And right in this moment, if you leave right now, you could sneak out and go to see your friends. Or you can stay in like your parents wanted you to and stay inside and stay home for the day and do chores or whatever they wanted you to do. So you have options here. You can either sneak out and go see Abby. You can stay at your house like your parents want you to, or you can sneak out and go to Lucas's house. So what are you going to do? Are you going to sneak out to see one of your friends, or are you going to stay in like your parents want you to do?